Manny Pacquiao's name is etched in boxing history, a testament to his unparalleled speed, power, and relentless spirit. An 8-division world champion, he defied expectations, conquering legends and captivating audiences worldwide. But the sweet science is unforgiving, and the sands of time inevitably catch up with even the most extraordinary athletes. Now, at 46, Pacquiao's decision to return to the ring against Mario Barrios for the WBC welterweight belt has ignited a storm of concern and debate. Is this a final, glorious chapter, or a perilous gamble that could tarnish his hard-earned legacy? Joe Rogan, a seasoned commentator and fight enthusiast, voices a sentiment shared by many: it's just not worth the risk. He acknowledges the rarity of fighters maintaining peak performance into their late years, citing Bernard Hopkins, Archie Moore, and George Foreman as exceptions rather than the rule. Rogan fears that Pacquiao's legacy is already secure, and that a comeback could inflict irreparable harm. The concerns are amplified by the stark contrast between Pacquiao's prime and his recent form. His last fight against Yordenis Ugas in 2021 revealed a fighter diminished by age and wear. Reports emerged of his physical struggles after the bout, painting a sobering picture of the toll boxing had taken. Now, years later, he faces a younger, taller, and sharper opponent in Barrios. Timothy Bradley echoes the sentiment, suggesting that financial incentives are the primary driver behind Pacquiao's return. He acknowledges Pacquiao's legendary status, but warns that the timing, reflexes, and endurance required for boxing inevitably decline with age. Stepping into the ring, after a long layoff, against an active opponent like Barrios is a dangerous proposition. Trainer Greg Hackett also weighed in, noting that if this fight had occurred in Pacquiao's prime, it would have been a one-sided affair. However, at 45, with years of inactivity, the Pacquiao of old is gone. Hackett sees the fight as a money fight, a spectacle designed to capitalize on Pacquiao's name rather than a genuine competition. The boxing community is divided. Some see the potential for a triumphant return, a final display of Pacquiao's brilliance. Others fear the worst, envisioning a painful defeat that could overshadow his accomplishments. The mathematics of past victories offer little comfort. Pacquiao beat Thurman, and Thurman beat Barrios, but the equation fails to account for the relentless march of time. The reality is that Pacquiao hasn't been a professional in a minute, and is coming back to fight someone for a belt. Barrios technically should win, but this isn't fair. It's a good fight for Mario, you know. Big payday, big fight. But can he win, or has Pacquiao become it could be? It could happen. George Foreman did it like 46. No, listen. Manny Pacquiao is special. If anyone could do it, it's Pacquiao. The concern is not merely about Pacquiao's physical well-being. It's about preserving the legacy of a fighter who inspired millions. His humility, discipline, and unwavering belief in himself set him apart. He let his fists do the talking, silencing doubters and conquering adversity with grace and power. The memories of Pacquiao's electrifying performances are etched in the minds of boxing fans. His dismantling of Miguel Cotto, his battles with Juan Manuel Marquez, his victory over Keith Thurman, these are moments that define a generation. The fear is that a disappointing comeback could tarnish these memories, casting a shadow over his extraordinary career. In the end, Manny Pacquiao's decision to return to the ring is a personal one. He is driven by a desire to compete, to prove that age is just a number. But the risks are undeniable. As he steps back into the spotlight, he carries the weight of his legacy, knowing that one final fight could either cement his legend or cast a long shadow over it.